What's up, everybody? Today I heard the Gold Watt and Jerry Morgan, or famously known as Bubba Dub. He's a comedian with 1.2 million followers on Instagram alone, from relatable content to iconic catchphrases. He also has a podcast called The Bubba Dub Show, which talks about why the Dallas Cowboys are trash. Well, the Eagles are better, but you should know that from the first time I met you.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with you on that.
He's a great man who took the time out of his day to give me this interview, which I greatly appreciate. Start off with that. Thank you for this interview.
Love, young king. Love, man.
Do you know the meaning of your name?
What, Bubba Dub or Jerry?
Jerry.
No, I don't know what I mean.
Well, Jerry means mighty spearman.
Whoa, you teaching me something right now.
And Morgan means see born or see cycle.
See born, see cycle. Giving me game. I never even looked at it like that.
You got a connection with the earth, one of the biggest part of the earth.
Oh, for real. Okay. I can see that.
Our words are very powerful, and we use our words 9 times out of 10 out of negativity. But what are your thoughts on mastering the skill of self-talk?
I really like what you just said. I really believe in that, and especially in words are powerful. And you can speak things to existence. And I really believe that, like, you put your mind to it. You say I'm gonna do this and that. You can really do it. That's why I always tell people, be careful what you say, because words are powerful, man. You keep telling, like, some people sometimes they have a negative mind frame. They're like, man, I can't do this and I can't do that, and they never gonna do it because of that. But if you keep telling yourself, I can do this, you can do it. So I think words are very powerful. Yeah,
words are very powerful, and also comes into play into any situation. Just showing how it connects to the universe in all different types of ways. Because it was his book, it's called Focus on What Matter. It said the author had a stomach problem, and he kept telling himself it'll pass shortly after it did, showing just how powerful your words are, even if it's not on other people.
Correct.
Yeah, you can go all different types of situations.
I agree.
Yeah, but I feel like the most powerful type one is using on other people, because that's what people use to an everyday basis. And people don't know how deep or how far it can go until they actually use it. Like, there was another situation in the book. It's called Focus on What Matters. His friend, they were joking around about his friend having cancer. Later on the year, he did have cancer. And just from him playing around with the word.
He ended up having cancer.
He ended up having cancer.
That's deep. Like you say, the universe.
Yeah, the universe always brings back what you put into it.
What you plug in is what you get out of. Correct.
When was the last time you forgave yourself?
Early today, matter of fact. I forgave myself early today for something that I did that I shouldn't have been doing. And I asked God, to forgive me and forgive myself that I don't do it no more. And that's one thing I look at sometimes too, young king. We ask God for forgiveness, but we keep doing the same thing. So if we really asking forgiveness, or we just talking. So yeah, I definitely forgave myself earlier today.
Yeah, because as humans, we always look for forgiveness in others, but we can never really forgive ourselves. So when you say you did forgive yourself, it actually showed a lot of pride.
For sure.
Because a lot of people, they have so much pride, they can't really forgive themselves.
Correct. And young king, it's a lot of people with so much pride, it take them to the grave early than they should be. Like, for instance, we live in a world now, young king, where we got to show out. We can't let nobody embarrass us. So it's like sometimes men get in the situation, or women get in the situations, and people are watching, and they don't want to be embarrassed, so they go and do things that they shouldn't normally do. And a lot of times it costs them to be in jail for the rest of their life. A lot of times it costs them their life. With pride, pride brings destruction. And I always tell people all the time, man, don't let pride and your ego get in the way of you growing in life. And
gonna be later something you regret.
Correct.
Yeah, but even when we don't forgive ourselves, it creates trauma from our emotions still being attached to that situation.
Correct.
So anything happens, you're scarred from that memory.
Correct, definitely scarred.
And I just want to say you did a great job on the stage today.
Appreciate it.
Maybe Chuck a couple of laughs, man. He was real funny.
Appreciate it, man. I really do appreciate that.
Nah, no problem. And my last question is always the same question. Without the money, cars, or jewelry, even even without family, respectfully. How do you find happiness within you and can't bring family
Man,
out?
like you say, we got jewelry out. This all material things. I can't take it with me when I die. So it means nothing to me. It holds no value to me at all. Man, how do I find peace? My kids. Just teaching them about life. I got two girls, two daughters. So just teaching them about life. Teaching them they don't, have to do necessary things in life to get what they want. Hard work, preservation, being focused. You can get anything you want. Back to what you were saying earlier, is speaking to existence. Like early as you is, I tell my daughters now, they 9 and 7. What do you want to be when you grow up? A lot of people say they too young. No, you got to instill that in them now.
Better than later.
Yeah.
It's going to be too late.
Correct.
Because that's what actually society does. It sets you up, like school, it sets you in a mental prison and a physical prison.
Correct.
Till you get older. And then now when you're like 20 or 25, you're trying to figure out what's going on. They wasn't helping you for what you needed to be when you grow older.
True.
And now you're sitting there stuck wondering what to do.
I agree. Young King, I agree.
Well, thank you for the interview.
Yes, sir. Anytime, brother.
Well, you heard it from the man himself, Jerry Morgan or Bubba Dub. Trash.
Good stuff, Young King.